Hello, everyone. This is Pastor Jason Mills. So, I have a message for you that God gave me that is going to bless your life on today. Now, hear me. If you are an overthinker, I promise you this is a message you really need to hear. So, understand something. This is 2021, all right? 2020, we did a lot of overthinking. In 2021, we're going to X that, all right? If I had to call this message anything, I would call it Get It Out of the Way. Because in Matthew chapter 21 and verse number 21, Jesus said to his disciples, he said, if you have faith and do not doubt, you will not only be able to do what has been done to this fig tree, but you will be able to say to this mountain, be taken and thrown into the sea. And in verse 22, he says, whatever you ask in prayer, you will receive if you have faith. Now, I call this message Get It Out of the Way because I feel that God's blessings are going to be coming down to us like a plane carrying all this precious cargo. He has blessings that you've prayed for coming down your runway right now. The problem is the runway has got to be clear. And the thing that's cluttering the runway is all of that doubt, all of that self-doubt, all the doubts of God's goodness, God's grace, His favor, His goodness, His love. Because a lot of us, we're scared to ask God for anything and we don't really believe God's going to do it because a lot of times we'll look at God and think He's like us. A lot of us are probably thinking, I've messed up so much, why should I ask God for anything? It's not like He's going to do it for me. It's not like He's going to let this happen for me because He's let so many other things happen bad to me that I didn't ask for. There's a lot of things that go on when we second guess God. We allow the doubt to come in. We allow the faith that wavers to come in. And He says, if you have faith and do not doubt, if you have faith and do not overthink, not only will we be able to do what has been done to the fig tree, because in verse 20, the fig tree, Jesus made it wither away into oblivion. This fig tree can be big, it can be small, but one way or another, you'll be able to conquer that and conquer this mountain. This mountain that you have in front of you is not smooth. No mountain in the Bible is smooth. It's rugged, it's jagged, it's crazy, and it's hard to get over. But you know what? God is so good to where if you have the type of faith that doesn't waver, if you don't second guess it, if you don't overthink it, if you have that non-overthinking faith, you'll be able to say to whatever big task that you have in front of you, whatever big blockage you have from your blessings in front of you, you don't even have to scale the mountain. You don't even have to touch it. But you'll be able to say, get up and get out of my way. There's some things that you got to get out of your way. Because that big mountain that you have to face that's real jagged, real unsmooth, and just crazy, has all these different divots and different valleys in it, that's what you got to get out of your way. Because that right there is in your runway. It's blocking the blessings that God has coming down to you, and those blessings are not coming until you get the self-doubt out of the way, until you get the overthinking out of the way. If you're overthinking even while looking at this message, stop that. X that. We're not doing that in 2021 because you're not going to get your blessing until you get that doubt out of the way. It's not faith if you have to second guess it. It's not faith if there's doubt in there. So understand this. If you want your blessings to come down that are for you, that you've already prayed for, that God is already sending, you got to clear the runway. You got to get all that stuff out the way, or else your blessing's going to miss you and go to somebody else with more faith. That's my message for you. That's God's message for you. If you're an overthinker, this is for you. And may God bless you and God keep you. I love you so much. Be safe until we meet again.